The Blue Lock inspired game finally has its own name, Ego League. It's now live on the Steam store. If you'd like to be notified of early access or release, please wishlist it using the link below. This month's update includes 3 massive features. First, we'll start with goalkeeping. The entire goalkeeper system runs off one button. Right now, that's the F key, and what it does depends on the direction you're moving in. You can do a jump catch by pressing F while moving forward or backwards. You can use it on the ground or in mid-air, and you stay completely in control of your character's movement. To dive, you have to press F while moving sideways. The dive is fully momentum based, and how far you go is completely up to you, and it's all based on how long you hold down your movement keys. And just like a jump catch, you can dive in mid-air at any point. If you're on the ground or if you press the button within a short window after your jump, you'll get a small burst of speed in the direction you're moving. After diving, the player is briefly rooted while a getting up animation is played. Right now it's a shared animation, but I do want to make a version just for dives later on. One of the Patreon supporters suggested something really clever, letting the player stay on the ground after a dive instead of immediately getting back up. I loved the idea as soon as I heard it and immediately added it. So now if you hold down the dive key, you will stay down for up to half a second before the getting up animation kicks in. Both the dive and the jump catch can automatically catch the ball if you make contact. But just like in real football, keepers can't catch everything. So if a ball comes in fast, there's a chance it won't stick and get deflected instead. If the ball is just rolling around nearby, you can press G to pick it up manually. Once you've picked up the ball, the controls switch, swapping out your normal kick, trap and dribble for 3 goalkeeper specific actions. The default left click kick is replaced with the side volley. The default height is set to around head height, and the amount of side spin possible is toned down by 50%. While you can flick up for more height, flicking down does nothing since the lower height is fixed. Next is the upper arm throw. This one takes over the middle click trap. It's aimed entirely with your mouse, so no flicking involved, and it follows a clean arc with defined upper and lower limits. Like the side volley, it adds a bit of backspin. And finally, the lower arm throw. This replaces the right click dribble. You can only aim it horizontally since this pass is locked to the ground. It's used as more of a safe pass, so it doesn't add that usual trappable glow, meaning your teammates can control it straight away, no trapping required. Instead of backspin, this one uses top spin, giving it a steady roll. Next up is the prototype AI goalkeeper. It's still in the early stages, but it already tracks the ball, positions itself to block incoming shots, and uses the exact same dive and catch mechanics as a player-controlled keeper. From long range, it holds up well, but once attackers get up close, that's when it starts to show some weakness. Right now, it's still pretty bare bones, so after making a save, it just kinda stands there. No passing, no collecting slow balls, nothing like that yet. Tackling is now in the game, finally giving players the ability to defend. It's all mapped to the same button as the bicycle kick, which is control by default. In case you don't remember, the bicycle kick is triggered by pressing control while your shot bar is charging up. But if you're not charging a shot and you hit control instead, it now performs a tackle. But what you get depends on whether or not you're sprinting. If you hit control while sprinting, you'll trigger a sliding tackle. And just like the dive mechanic, it's completely momentum based. So if you're holding forward, you'll slide further, and if you let go early, you'll come to a stop quicker. To keep things balanced though, there's a small trade-off. Now if you press control without sprinting, you'll get a standing tackle instead. This one's super useful for blocking shots because it actually gives you a wider hitbox than the slide. One of the perks I've promised for early access supporters on Patreon is playtesting. For the last few weeks, I've been pushing hard to get the core systems playable. Not just because I owe it to you guys, but because I also need to test whether the stuff I've built so far, especially networking, actually holds up in real matches. Now here's what's already implemented. The team selection UI lets you choose your team and your position and will update automatically as players swap in and out. When a match starts, it opens up in a warm-up state. There's no time limit, it just sits idle, waiting for players to join. During this phase, players can press T to spawn a ball whenever they want. The force field is visible during warm-up and kickoff to stop players from crossing the halfway line. During kickoff, defenders are also blocked from entering the circle in the center until the ball is in play. The AI goalkeeper is integrated into this as well. If no one selects the goalkeeper position, the AI steps in automatically, but if a player takes that role, it will despawn. Once the game officially kicks off, either from the match start or after a goal, play resumes with a kickoff. It follows official rules, so the first touch has to be a pass to a teammate. I've also added an offside system because I really want to keep the game true to actual football rules. Offside only applies in the opponent's half, and the offside line is based on the position of the second last defender, or the ball itself if someone dribbles past the back line. And to keep things fair in smaller matches, the system automatically disables this if the opposing team only has 2 players, the goalkeeper and just 1 defender. If the ball goes out of bounds, a throw-in is rewarded, but it's still a work in progress, along with goal kicks and corner kicks. A lot of people suggested custom animations for the curved shot and kill shot, so here it is. The 5-shot revolver used to teleport the ball after the dash, so I've updated it to look more like the manga panels. In the last video, I showed off headers and bicycle kicks, and at the time, they just aimed wherever your mouse was pointing, but I realized I could have just reused the existing kick system, so I reworked both moves. Now headers can curve and change height just like a normal shot, and as for bicycle kicks, you can only flick for height, no curve. They've also been set to use backspin by default, just like in real life, and with that, all types of shooting use the same system now, making it easier for players.